What's up YouTube? My name's Quickie, welcome back to the channel. This is kind of like well, I don't know what it's a bit of a news flash. Actually, it's quite a lot of news flashes. Good news is bad news. And there's some more good news, definitely some bad news, really bad news. Then there's some really good news, a bit more bad news, and so it goes on. We're ending up with some great news. Well, I think it's great anyway. Well, we might as well start off on the downer. Bad news is nobody tidied up whilst I was away, and I didn't wash my mug out before I went. It was proper green and blue and hairy and everything else. So he's currently getting boiling water treatment, and I might have another cuppa out of it. I don't know. I might just get me another mug. It looks like I might need another kettle as well, because I think this one's got a leak. Yes, it has. Tell them right. Anyway, the good news. We're back from holiday. We had a blinding time. I didn't realise quite how knackered I was until I just stopped, like, working stupid hours and everything, and just did nothing. And as soon as I stopped, that's it, I just stopped. But I stopped properly for the whole week, and all I've done is chill out next to a pool. We had a couple of days out and stuff. But it's just chilling out next to a pool, doing that, going crispy with a beer there, and then jump in the pool when you get hot, and then repeat, rinse and repeat, and all that sort of stuff. It was really, really good. Jake and Jazz absolutely loved it. We got some blinding pictures as well. We had a couple of days out, as you can see. Jake was loving the pool and everything else. Jazz, this was her first holiday abroad. Not that one, not that one. But yeah, we did a couple of days out and whatnot. Sea was gorgeous. The swimming pool, it was a little bit chilly when you first got in, but like 2 seconds later it was lovely. It was brilliant, it was. So yeah, I loved all that. However, bad news time. On the way back, you know, we treated ourselves to a few bits and pieces and stuff. And we treated ourselves to one thing I didn't want, the dreaded C word. So yeah, I've got it, tested positive and everything else. Been in touch with work, and I can't go into work now for 5. I've got to isolate for 5 days, which is a bit rubbish, really. But I'm not allowed back in. There's loads of other people there, and they don't want me spreading it, which is fine. Might have tested positive, but I feel fine. Really not too shabby at all. So good news again is that I'm quite happy to work, and it is only me in here. That's it. So literally, it's me in the car from home to here. Nobody else is in here. Can you hear this? Mr. Man in his van every time. But yeah, so it's only me in here. That's it. So whilst I'm, you know, fit and able and all the rest of it, I am itching to get stuck back into this. It has to be said. So I'm just going to lock myself away in here. Everybody else can bugger off. And I'm just going to get stuff done, basically. So, you know, I will be isolating, but I will be getting stuff done at the same point. And probably the first job is going to be tidying up, because this place is an absolute tip. However, good news. See how we're bouncing to and fro, can't you? Good news is that whilst I was away, I had a delivery. I had quite a few deliveries, actually. There we go. So in here, I've got all my gaskets. They've all turned up. So essentially, if I've stuck a gasket on it, it's just getting another gasket, just because those ones have been squished. But I've got everything in here from the, you know, the sump, the timing cover, the, you know, clutch, everything basically. So I've got everything that I need. I've also got a split link for the chain, because I just had that off. That was the easiest way to get the engine out. Can't be doing with all that fuss. So anyway, we've basically got everything, and hopefully, see, I do like that picture. That is quite a good one. That was on the boat trip out one night. We went out on a party boat, and there was a fella with a camera. So we went, oh yeah, go on then. He got loads of them, look. I know they're cheesy, but I do like them. But anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, so hopefully I can get all this lot back together again, get it in the bike. I've got everything to do the forks and everything to do the engine. I've got the coils, so we should be able to get all, you know, all that misfiring where it's dropped a cylinder. Was it number 3? I think could have been 2. I can't remember which one it was. But I got all that lot, so we should be able to get that lot done. I've also got the pilot jets, which they can get shoved in the carb as well. I found them about 5 minutes after I ordered another set. Anyway, I've got another set. It's not a problem. So I should be able to get it all done. Then we come to bad news. Only person I can't get in touch with is Jack. Basically, he was doing the fairings in the tank because there was like this weird paint reaction thing. A couple of awesome runs. And it also cracked where I screwed it down this side. And I think just the vibration and, you know, combination of vibration, maybe me over tightening it, and just the fairings being old, they cracked. So they was all repaired before I went. He's had them. I'm hoping he's had them done. But I haven't had a message off him yet. So we should be able to get the bike all back together again, get it tuned, get it running nice and sweet, give it a bit of a clean up and everything else, and it's back on the road, which is good news. Bad news is I'm probably not going to be able to get it in and get it dynoed. That is going to have to wait until the following week, I think. But I do want to know what it's going to make. Loads of people guessed as well. Sadly, we didn't get a dyno run before, but we are going to get a dyno run, you know, once it's all back together, and, you know, we tweaked it a little bit and had a fiddle and this, that and the other. So whoever's going to be getting a t-shirt is the first person that put a guess down as to what the final horsepower at the rear wheel is going to be. So that's once it's all jetted right, and, you know, we've got fresh coils on and all that sort of stuff. So that'd be cool. Which means there is probably, I mean, there is quite a lot to do. But on a good note, that also means there's probably going to be quite a lot of videos, because I'm going to be in here basically every day until it's done. So what I'll do is I'll probably knock off at, I don't know, 4:30, something like that, go home and have some scran, and then I'll edit a video up. You know, it might not be all funky and, you know, moving about and lots of different shots or anything, but you will see lots of work getting done. So there could be quite you know, a few videos this week, which hopefully keeps people entertained. So that's it. So that's where we're going. Finally, this is kind of a good news and bad news, and it's really great news, but it's all kind of mashed into one, and this is the bit I'm bouncing about. This, I think, is great news. I think it's really great news. You all know my long-suffering other half, Sam. I mean, she's not been on the videos or anything else because she don't want to be, but I mention her quite a bit. I've been with her a decade now. Yeah, we just had our 10-year anniversary. So I did a little bit of planning and scheming and stuff, because see, like anything, if I do anything, like if I buy bike bits, 5 minutes later she knows about it. I don't know how she does it, but she does. So I've been scheming, and she hadn't got a clue about this. But I popped a question. I did. And it all worked out and everything else. So I had a chat with her dad to ask his permission for her hand and all that lot. I also had a chat with Chris, her eldest son, and Jazz, who came on holiday with us as well. And, you know, they're both happy as Larry. I didn't tell Jake. I didn't ask Jake, because he would just go and tell her, because he's like that. So everybody was all for it and stuff. Now, it all planned out and whatnot. And then things changed slightly. I couldn't do what I was going to do, but it changed slightly, and it all happened at the beach. So I give Jazz the nudge and said, video it. So she's there with her phone, and me and Sam went off for a swim and everything else. You can't tell from the video. I will get the video off there, but you can't tell. I did do it on one knee and everything, and I proposed, and she said yes. But you're not going to see any of that, because there's this like big old wobbly Turkish fella who was washing his moobs in the sea. He walked right in front of the camera, just at the time that he shouldn't have walked in front of the camera. So it all got lost. I mean, if I can get it off Jazz, I'll show you what we got. But it's not quite, yeah, I was going to, like, capture it, so it's there, and we got it, and all we got was Mr Turkish fella washing his bits, which isn't really quite the same, and it's not the sort of thing that you can sort of turn around and go, oh, hang on a minute, yeah, we messed the filming up, can we do it again, please? The moment sort of lost at that point, but she did say yes. So I'm now a very happily engaged man. she is far better than me in every single way, and she makes me a better man. So I'm dead chuffed that she said yes, because otherwise that would have put the kibosh on the whole holiday, wouldn't it? Oh, can you imagine that? But yeah, so that is the great news. I think it's great anyway. But there is quite a lot going on this week. We've told a few people. We're not putting it all over Facebook and all the rest of it. However, not all my mates and friends, you know, joint friends and everything else watch this channel anyway. So they ain't going to know. Not until we decide to tell them. Which is sweet. So anyway, that's it. That's basically a really quick update as to everything that's gone in the last week. And it is a really quick update, I'll get that. But now you know what's happening for, you know, the up and coming week. So you didn't have any videos last week, you're going to get loads this one. As long as nothing goes Pete Tong, which it shouldn't do, because this is all still spinning around quite happily. I did drench it in all before I left, but that's just because I was leaving it open. But anyway, there you go. So I'm back, loads of videos coming. I'm a very happy camper. Very happy. Well, not about the COVID bit, but all the rest of it, I'm quite happy with it. Has to be said. And once my mug gets clean, I can have a brew as well. But anyway, we'll be back real soon with the next video, sticking all this lot together and getting it back in there. So until then, thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you're well and staying safe. We'll see you on the next one. Laters!